How can you earn $2,000 per year in passive income by investing in one stock? Well, that's the focus of this video. We're going to be sharing with you one high quality fund that allows you to invest in it and earn a remarkable dividend yield, a distribution yield per year. Without any further ado, let's get into it. This fund is no other than a Dividend Growth Split Corporation fund with ticker symbol DGS. We've covered this in more details in a video that we made on this channel talking about various split share funds, but in particular, DGS is the one that we are personally looking into. We've been adding to our shares of DGS and gradually building a larger portfolio size. We've talked about why DGS is of our interest. First and foremost is the distribution rate, which is quite high at 17.62%, allowing you to earn this annualized kind of return from a distribution perspective in passive income. The last closing price for DGS at the end of the day was at $6.81, and the management fee for it is only at 0.6%, meaning to say if you invest $10,000 in DGS, you'd be paying a fee of $60 in one full year. DGS has $738 million in assets under management by the end of February, and it does invest in a large cap portfolio of primarily Canadian equities with high dividend growth rates and high current yields. It's worthwhile mentioning that dividend growth companies have historically outperformed the broad index, and DGS provides an attractive distribution on its Class A shares, particularly the one that we are interested in with the very high distribution yield. Let's take a look at the distributions for DGS and what it covers. But before I do so, I wanted to bring to your attention that if you are a Canadian investor and have a eligible registered account, such as a tax-free savings account or a registered retired savings plan, this type of any distributions you're earning here is actually exempt from those taxes because you're using your registered account, so which is perfect for this type of funds with a large distribution amount. Looking at the past distributions, these are shown here. You notice the amount of 10 cents paid over the past time frame. If you look at by the specific years, let's go back as far back as, let's say, 2016. If you look at it back in 2016, the amount of 10 cents per month was paid. If you look back at 2017, same amount of 10 cents was paid. And so there was no problem there. If you look at 2018, you notice here that there were 2 months that those payments actually were stopped. Like as of October of 2018, the distributions was stopped, November and December as well. And that's how you can see it in 2019, that was stopped, continuing all the way until the March. And so from October of 2018, there was a pause to the distributions until they kind of resumed back in March of 2019. Then from there on, it carried over all the way until end of the year in 2020. That's when the pandemic kind of hit. January and February, the distributions were paid, but since then, the distributions were paused. And that's when, of course, in the meantime, the shares of the DGS really plummeted. Like from the prices that we are seeing now, it promises all the way closer to $3, almost half of the price, more than half of the price than it is traded right now. Then what happened is, if you look fast forward to 2021, that's when, starting March, after about a year, the business started to resume its distributions payments all the way until November. And then subsequently in 2022, if you look at it, December is paid all the way January and February. And now at the time of making this video, we are anticipating the next month, by mid-April, the payment for the month of March should be paid at the same amount of 10 cents. That's how they have to kind of maintain it. So in a nutshell, the distributions overall for DGS seems and appears to be reliable, with the exception, of course, those out kind of times that really is outside of the control. When really we had the pandemic, that's when they cut and stopped their dividend, but they resumed it to the exact same amount of 10 cents after the situation was over. For those investors who were patient and in the meantime try to tap into lower prices for DGS, they would have been able to pick up these shares at much lower prices and take advantage of really higher dividend yield on the price that they were paying for. In other words, at the time you could have bought these shares at lower prices, but after they resumed their dividends distributions, in other words, they maintain it at the same 10 cents level per month, meaning to say that you would have had a much, much higher yield, even beyond the 17% plus that you're seeing right now. Nonetheless, the 17% distribution is just incredible that DGS is currently providing at this time. I wanted to share with you how we are trying to put our money where our mouth is. For us, we talked about DGS in the past couple of videos. We talked about how we are starting a position. We had bought a couple of shares, but we've added more shares to our holdings. And today we bought another close to 30 to 40 shares as well. We are currently having 90 shares of DGS in our tax-free savings account. We also have one of those shares in our other account that you see here. We have in our RSP account here. For our tax-free savings account, our average purchase price here is at $6.82. It is up by 1.41%. For our RSP account, our average purchase price was at $6.81, and it is up by 1.62%. What's quite unique is that these 90 shares, the next go around, if we get that 10 cents per share, it's close to $9 that 1 month based on the amount that you've invested, which is essentially that 17% plus dividend yield that you're seeing here. The price performance in the past 1 year for DGS, the lowest price that is hit was $5.25, and the highest price in the past 1 year that is hit is at $7.48. Now, going back to the focus of this video, as we talked about, if you were to invest $12,000 as an example into DGS with a return of 17% at this time, you would be looking at a passive income of just over $2,000 in 1 year, close to $2,100 in passive income, with a remarkable 17% plus distribution yield that you're going to get through one single high quality fund, which is DGS in this case. I hope you found this video beneficial and gained something of value from it. Let me know if you're invested in DGS or any other high dividend distribution yield type of fund. If you do, let us know in the comment section down below what they may be. If you gained something of value from this video, don't forget to smash that like button and share it with someone else who might benefit from this video. And of course, subscribe to our channel. Here on Momentum Finance, we post every week several videos about investing, whether it's investing in the stock market, real estate, cryptocurrency, as well as discussing ways to reach financial freedom. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.